Hello YouTube, I'm back again. It's been kind of a busy week, a hectic week. I didn't get the chance to do all the things I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Comic-Con, and those of you who know what Comic-Con is, it's like cosplay and stuff like that. We have Comic-Con here in Cleveland every year. But I didn't make it. My nephew went, he brought me back a gift. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about, really I wanted to talk about my wife and myself. We had a trip to the gun range. You know, we went to the gun range, and she almost outshot me. She was tearing that target up. Yeah, but then again, I decided not to do that video, and I decided to change to another subject because of what was happening over in Venezuela. And it made me think, okay, here's the scenario. After the apocalypse hit, whatever, shit hit the fan and everything goes bad, and now you are trying to survive day by day. I mean, if you like me and quite a few others, we have our preps. We got our food, we got our water, we got our guns, you know, the basic stuff. So we've been around for a while now. All of a sudden, it's time to start to rebuild and to resettle whatever's left of the urban communities. I mean, you know, the rural communities, they'll be all right. You guys, if unless marauders come through or vigilantes and militia with intent to do harm to you, you guys in the rural areas are fine. You guys will be self-sufficient. You guys will be like the Amish. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the urban areas. I mean, like people that live in an apartment building and living in the houses like me that live in the city. And I wanted to say, okay, what are you going to do for a living? I'm not going to say for money. Money's out the door. Okay, money's gone. That's why people are collecting gold and silver as barter items. But what if you don't have a skill? What if you were like, let's say, I don't want to put anybody down, just somebody who's working in the grocery store as a bagger, or you work a cashier, register at a JCPenney's or Sears or something like that. But you have no marketable skills other than that because you never learned anything other than that. You know how to do mechanical work and stuff like that. You're not a carpenter, but you just a normal, everyday Joe or Jane out trying to make a living. But now that the apocalypse has turned the world upside down, you have no marketable skill. So what are you going to barter? Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a barter economy. You have no gold, you have no silver saved up. I mean, maybe you're a first-year college student, a second-year college student, a third-year college student, and you were studying civil engineering. I mean, that might be marketable if you know what you're doing, but it won't be for a while because there's no power. The power grids are down. You know what I mean? You're just making it day by day with solar energy or whatever you got. So, what do? I mean, what are the most marketable trades out there that would be? And everybody know the number one and the oldest profession in the world is going to be out there. You know, that it's going to be prostitution. A lot of women and men will be out there selling their bodies to make a living, to make ends meet. I mean, it's going to be like that in an apocalyptic situation unless you have something to fall back on. I mean, what other skills do you have? Some of the bigger people or bigger guys or something like that, they might try to get jobs as security bodyguards or something like that for people. I mean, but really, if you don't have a marketable skill, if you don't learn something right now before things go bad, that can help you later on after the apocalypse happened. Like, you need to, if you don't know how to do carpentry, learn some kind of carpentry. Learn some kind of electrical work that you could probably help put the grid back together, or maybe make a smaller grid on a smaller size. But I'm just saying, a trade is what you need right now. I mean, and if you don't have it, you're going to be really in shit out of water. You're going to be at the mercy of whoever wants to abuse you or misuse you. I mean, I don't want to say that in a bad way, but it's the truth. I mean, if you go out there and you have no marketable skills, and once your supplies run out, and you have nothing else to trade or barter but yourself, then you're going to put yourself into a situation where you might be an indentured servant or even a slave to whoever wants you to do whatever they want to do. Because, see, it could be the government or whatever left of it could come in and tell you, if you don't do what I say, you don't eat. You know, indentured servitude. That's what happens to a lot of people. That's what's going to happen to the people down in Venezuela. They're going to be slaves to the government because they won't be able to fend for themselves because their government collapsed. They have no power, no water. You'd be surprised what a person would do for food and water. Okay, so I'm just saying that if the apocalypse happened, you survive it. You know, you have your food and water. I mean, especially in the city, it's only going to carry you so far. What are you going to do afterwards? I mean, even if the government comes in, the government going to make you earn that. They ain't going to just give it to you. They're going to make you earn it. I'm telling you. And I'm just saying, you just got to be prepared for the worst. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, I hope it never happened and get to that point. But it could happen. I mean, we have smaller breakdowns and stuff like that, like tornado floods and hurricanes that come in and knock stuff out temporarily. We can handle that. Even if the power grid go down for a short time, we can handle that. But a total apocalypse, you know, it'll be unsurvivable for a lot of people. And I'm just saying the aftermath will kill a lot of people. And you just got to be ready to do what you got to do. I mean, prepare your mind mentally and physically, and don't panic, but you need to learn something. I mean, I'm just saying, you need to start right now, even if it's just building small motors or something like that, or have a marketable, tradable skill. Okay, and that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, this wasn't the video I wanted to do. This is just something that came to my mind because of the people in Venezuela. I wanted to do the one on me and my wife at the gun range. That was a nice video. We had a great time. But, you know, this was weighing heavy on my mind, and I wanted to at least try to get it out before the end of the week. And like I say, I keep repeating myself. I mean, once you survive, and we planning on surviving because we are survivors. And like I say, a lot of us seniors, we have a lot of knowledge. We know things, you know, because most of us grew up in the 60s, you know, where we didn't have all this stuff you got. You know, my favorite book in the 60s was National Geographic, you know. We used to learn how to do a lot of things out of that book, you know. But anyway, all I'm saying is now, especially for the millennium generation, you need to learn to do something. I mean, just don't sit up there and depend on the government for everything, or go and have other people do it for you. You need to do things for yourself, because if you don't learn the skill, you don't know how to even jump a car battery without blowing the car up. You need to do something, because you will not survive. Or if you do survive, you will be a servant to somebody else. Okay then. Thank you, YouTube.